Hello everyone. Today I am participating in EcoLoop GC from Hostel 6 and I am Gaurang Ade. My team members are Akash Joshi and Pratik Sharma. And this is our presentation on Tata Steel which can transition to a sustainable resources. This is the index for the presentation. Let me give you an overview. So we are going to talk about renewable energy and recycling, circular economy and green technologies, responsible sourcing and carbon capture, along with community and government engagement. So let us begin. Renewable energy is the invest in renewable energy sources like solar and wind to power steel production, reducing carbon emissions. We do this to carbon is not good for our atmosphere as it increases global warming and there are other health problems associated with carbon being in the atmosphere. That's why we are trying to incorporate more renewable energy sources. Recycling. Promoting recycling of steel and optimized material used in manufacturing process to reduce waste and resource consumption. Circular economy and green technologies. Circular economy, which means that implementing this model extends the product lifetime and repurposing materials in innovative ways. What this means is that when a product reaches its debt of the means when a product is not useful anymore, it gets thrown out into the waste. Instead of throwing out into the waste, what we can do is we can use it again as a part means we can extract the materials out of the product such as Tata Steel which produces steel on a large basis. Produces steel in various shapes and sizes according to industry standards. So if Tata Steel tries to means whatever the products which are not used means after exhaustive usage of these products, they get thrown into the garbage. Instead of throwing out into the garbage, Tata Steel could uh, take back these products and then extract whatever viable materials, like whatever viable steel is left after removing some rust or any other corrosive properties of that material, and it could be used to means produce new materials again and new products again. And green technologies, this is adopting a state-of-the-art eco-friendly steel making technology to minimize environmental impact. What this means is that in steel production, uh, Tata Steel uses very large coke furnaces. There are furnaces used so that the iron which is extracted from the earth, it gets processed and it means purifying the iron. It requires a lot of carbon emissions. Instead of using these huge furnaces, which obviously have a industrial advantage because of how much the amount of things which we can produce at a single time is much more compared to the other methods. So if we provide green technology methods instead of this, uh, for Tata Steel it would have been better. So what this means is that responsible sourcing and carbon capture, procuring raw materials from responsible sources to ensure ethical and sustainable mining practices. Sometimes the workers who are working in these mines are not treated properly. They are working in very harsh conditions and their income is also not that great. So instead of uh, extracting materials from such mines which do not have proper labor standards, Tata Steel could extract these raw materials from responsible sources which provide at least basic labor laws for the workers. Community and government engagement. This includes engaging with local communities, to sustainable initiatives and creating a positive impact on surroundings. Government collaborations. Collaborating with governmental bodies to align with national and international sustainability goals. This holistic approach can help Tata Steel become a leader in sustainable steel production. What this means is that there's a place in Jamshedpur where the Tata Steel employees are uh, means they are provided with proper living quarters. They are provided with healthcare, and the ecosystem around Jamshedpur for Tata Steel employees has been very great. And this is a key role. This is taking a key role in making Tata Steel a leader in sustainable steel production. Renewable energy and recycling in steel production. Renewable energy sources such as wind and solar power can significantly reduce carbon emission in steel production. By using these sources, steel plants can reduce their reliance on fossil fuels and decrease their carbon footprint. Wind turbines can generate electricity for steel plants, reducing the need for fossil fuels. Recycling is another important aspect of reducing carbon emissions in steel production. By recycling steel, less energy is required to produce new steel. Reducing carbon emission and conserving resources is a basic thing required for a sustainable steel production. Responsible sourcing and carbon capture in steel production. Responsible sourcing is a critical aspect which we have already discussed, along with carbon capture. These are just pictures along with some text to give more information about what Tata Steel does. So the Steel Sustainability Initiative, is something which has been a collaboration between government agencies and companies to promote sustainable practices in steel production. So this is I hereby stop my presentation and thank you for listening.